Okay, we're going to go over the assembly of the new double mag. Now what you're going to need is the magazine tuner kit, which includes the Allen wrench, the spring post, and the special spring-loaded tightening wrench. You're going to need your double mag housing, black or clear. We're going to do clear. It's going to allow us to see what's going on a little bit better. This consists of the main body and the cap. You're going to need 2 Ruger BX1 magazines. And we're going to take the guts out of these magazines and we're going to reassemble them into the new double mag housing. I'm going to show you how easy it is. Okay, first thing you're going to do is disassemble your old mags. You simply take the Allen wrench. You're going to loosen this a few turns and then push that post, which is going to cause the hex to release the spring in the back. Okay, you're going to remove this post. Take the magazine apart. Do not remove the spring from inside the rotor. Leave that in there. It's very difficult to get back in. Okay, this empty housing is no longer needed. We're going to set it aside. We're going to take the guts out of it. Okay, so now we have 2 feed lips, 2 rotors with springs in them, 2 shoulder bolts, and 2 of the captive nuts. So the next step is to take your mag housing. You're going to put your feed lips in. Okay, they pretty much only go in one way. It takes a little bit of practice. You'll see how they go in. The opening of the feed lips faces down into the body of the mag, and it's just a mirror image, top and bottom. Then we're going to set the rotors in with the spring pigtail facing up. And there's a recess in the bottom of that rotor. So we're going to drop both of these rotors in. Make sure they're centered and in their recess. Pigtails facing up. Now we're simply going to take our cap, lay it over, line it up, and snap it down. Okay, it's got a little detent, so it'll stay together fairly well. Once you get to this point, the hard part's pretty much done. Okay, step 1 is you're going to take your spring-loaded wrench. You're going to partially assemble the shoulder bolt to the nut. This is just going to help you seat the nut into the wrench. So we're going to press the nut in there and then remove the shoulder bolt. So now our spring nut is captured in our spring-loaded wrench. This is just going to be much easier to handle to get the spring lined up to tighten it. So we're going to take our offset post or spring post, going to put it in the back of the magazine and push up the spring. This is going to present. We've got our spring post in here. It's pushing our spring out so we can present the pigtail. We're going to take the magazine nut. We're going to insert the nut so that the pigtail goes in the hole. Okay, now we no longer need the spring post. We take it out. We take the factory shoulder bolt and just loosely insert it in the back. This will keep the spring from binding. Okay. Now we're going to tighten this. We're going to turn our spring rotor assembly until we feel it hit resistance. From this point, we're going to go 5 half turns. So it's going to be 2.5 full turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This sets the spring preload. Now we're going to push the detent in so that the hex is going to lock the spring in place in the mag body. Now your spring is pre-wound, pre-tensioned, and the hex is holding the tension on the spring in the mag body. Simply flip it over, take your Allen wrench, and tighten this shoulder bolt all the way down. Don't worry about over tightening. It's going to bottom out on the steel shoulder. You're not going to hurt your mag. Going to repeat the process again for the other spring. Spring post goes in. Present the pigtail. Okay, partially assemble your shoulder bolt. Snap your hex into your wrench. Take this pre-assembled unit. Find the pigtail in the hole, line them up. Remove the spring post. Put the factory shoulder bolt loosely in the back. 5 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Line the wrench up vertically to the magazine body and that will line up the hex. Push the hex into the body to set to capture the spring. Flip it over, tighten the bolt. Now you're going to take your hex wrench, put in your rotor, and just make sure you got free motion, good preload on your spring, and you're ready to load.